What's up, legends? I'm Mark with Legendary Makes, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get some organizational stuff done because, as you can see behind me, it is still a mess. And if you can hear from the nasal sound of me, I'm getting over a cold, so bear with me. So I'm going to kind of be gathering the materials and supplies that I have back here in these cubby holes. I'm going to measure out the stuff that I use the most of, so I can kind of figure out what size container I need to put them in or design, and then kind of get all that together on paper, see what that looks like, and then kind of go over that with you guys here, and then we're going to get into Autodesk. I am going to try to make them, I guess, let's say aesthetic. I'm not going to try and make them like shop looky. Kind of show you what I've got over here and go from there. All right, so this cubby, we have just some basic supplies, some glue. I use a lot of this Gorilla Glue stuff. This is a spray adhesive. I bought this for a project a long time ago. I used it once, haven't used it again. Goo Gone's amazing for cleaning stuff. This is just some butane for my torch here. This is not toilet paper. This is I can't remember. I think it's like a cotton cloth. So it doesn't leave fibers. And I use this when I'm getting into my 3D printers and I'm cleaning these access rails here. I kind of use that to get in here and clean out all the old lubricant. And this doesn't leave behind any like fibers or anything like that. So that's what this is for. I guess I have screen cleaner on here. I don't know why. I could probably chuck that. But as you can see, it's all unorganized. Here's kind of like the old kind of storage stuff I had was in here. And so I'm going to redo this because I really can't fit everything I want in here. These I use to lubricate the rails. This area right here with where the head's on, I'll use that to spread the lubricant across there. And I also use these when there's like some extra filament hanging out on the tip, and sometimes it doesn't, this little scrubby guy doesn't get it off. I just get in there with this and I just wipe it right off and chuck it. So they're not like the Q-tip. I'm trying to, there we go. They're not, let's see if I can get to focus here. They're not like Q-tips, so they don't leave behind any fibers or anything like that. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. They're kind of like a sponge, but these work really well. I use these a lot. Scissors, microfiber towel, plate scraper, and markers, pens, notepad stuff, and then on my shipping stuff, which I have all this wasted space up here, so if I can build some sort of I don't know, like a tier thing, so this can just chill on top, that gives me the space on the bottom, and then all my tape I think could fit right here, just a clipboard for when I have orders, keep stuff organized. I think down here I'm fine. I don't think I need to do anything with this. I need to make more containers for these and to have these a little bit bigger so I can fit my pliers, my needle nose pliers, my side cutters. All these are like nylon brushes to get anything jammed in the printers. If there's anything under the bed on the rails down there, I can use this to flick anything out. My plunger, this is the lubricant grease that I use for the rails, the side rails, and then this is the more other lube stuff that I use for where the print head goes left and right. What else do we have? And then we have this drawer too, which is not organized at all. It's just a bunch of stuff I just threw in here. So we're gonna get that organized. I need to figure out a solution to this. It fits in here, so I might design something kind of like off the bench designed for his Scotch cushion stuff. He uses the same stuff that I do. And he designed like a little roll holder that screws down onto the desk. So I might do something like that. That's still up in the air. And these are just supplies for some of the things I ship out. I might want to make a bigger one that can house all of this, like maybe bigger trays that are like this size that are, you know, stacked this much or something. So, and I have plenty of room. I've got plenty of these freaking bottles here. So I plan on trying to double up the stuff for the printers. Try and double up the things I use for the printers the most. So like pretty much anything in here, I want to have this type of stuff on one of these cubbies and then one of those cubbies. So when I'm working on that side, I can just pull from there and vice versa. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. And it really is just this drawer here has a lot of stuff. All right, just kind of taking an inventory here, bringing all the stuff that I have, putting it in one spot. And I'm gonna kind of pair this stuff up, or at least put this into groups of how I want my organized bucket thing, what I'm gonna make, how I want that to be. Over here, tape. I think I'm gonna make one organizer for just the tape. Oh, and these guys, I throw these on every box. Sorry, that was just gonna bother me. So yeah, so we got both tapes, masking, Scotch tape, or packing tape, and then these fragile stickers. These will all be on one organizer. Then I think we're gonna do, okay, so let's do this, the stuff, the tools and stuff for the printers, which we're gonna have two. So essentially everything in these buckets here, these don't technically have to go in there. So each bucket's going to have its own side cutter. Let's see. I want everything to be mirrored and matched. So everything looks, okay. So I'm gonna build this, but I need to incorporate these isopropyl bottles here. So these will be in one organizer and these will be in another, but they'll be just a duplicate organizer. So there'll be one organizer that's gonna have all this stuff here. Even though this fits in here, I just don't have, oh, that's another thing I need. Something for the microfiber towel. So that was another reason why I wanted to redesign this. Now I'm remembering. So something maybe in the front where I can have this folded up and it just sticks nice and neat in there. And then maybe a little bit more space because the side cutters don't really have, I guess they kind of fit in there. I don't know, we'll mess with this because I do like the size of this compartment and this one. I think what I need to do is make something like this a little bit taller and the side snips can fit in there. And then all this stuff is just fine in here. I might make it two smaller compartments so these stand up straighter. And then something for the front or maybe the side where I can fold the towel and just stick it right in. All right, and now since I've got this kind of organized, it doesn't look like I need this stuff to be out. I have under this area here, I have a small bin that has all my extra little Q-tip guys, has extra microfiber towels, extra tape, all my extra supplies that I don't need right away. I've got a designated spot, so I don't need these because I've already got enough in these two little guys. I'll probably fill them up, but I technically don't need this container, so I can get rid of this container. And I also have another bin down there for all the extra bamboo tools that the printers come with. So this is kind of what I meant by just having these bins down here on the bottom for extra supplies. Like these are all my lubes that I've gotten here and extras. So when I start getting low or down to one bottle, I'll order more just in case, I don't know, it takes a week or whatever, something happens and I can't get it exactly when I need it. Here's extra supplies for like 3D printing stuff. I've got extra hot ends in here, hot heads or whatever you want to call them. Then just the extra, this is actually coming undone here. These are the extra tools that all the Bambu Labs come with. So they're all in here since I've got, what, 7 printers. I got a lot of extra tools. PTFE tubing, all the extra screws. I got an extra print head in here, which I might need for this other printer because I can't get that one working. Just all the odds and ends and extra. I've got extra of the little nozzles, the little rubber guys. Keeps the hot end hot, or at least insulates it. So yeah, so that's what I got under there. All of my extra stuff, whether it's extra tools, supplies for the printers, accessories, whatever, I have them in separate bins. This is my separate bin for my extra microfiber towels. This is the Q-tips that I have extra of. I got extra plungers in here for when I gotta lube up and grease the axes, the Z-screws. I think that's called, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But we had, what do we have? So I have all these extra. Let's see, since I'm here, I might as well swap out a microfiber towel or two. Ones that look kind of dirty, and I can just chuck them to the washer. Yeah, I think I only have two out. So these are going to the wash. And I'll bring out two new ones just because I kind of need the space because I'm going to put some stuff in here. We're going to put all these extra side snips in there. I don't need all these extra ones out. I've already got two. That's it. So side snips in here. These cutters. If I can grab them. These guys, looks like I really don't like this one because it doesn't match. I know, I'm psycho. I'm throwing it out. So how many do I really need out here? I'm just really trying to limit like having too much clutter. And if I can put it away and just when I need a new one, I can grab it. So I think I just need one. The other two going into storage. These are extra little for my tape dispenser. Comes with little inserts, so put those in my storage. Kind of what we have left here on the table that I'll need to have available and ready to go whenever I need them. So yeah, so here's how this bin is. All these microfiber towels just kind of in here. Extra, the Q-tip boys, side snips, extra safety cutters, extra, I forgot the name of it. I'm struggling today. I'm just getting over a cold. Cut me some slack. Extra clipboards, and yeah, and then like I showed you over here, all my extra lubes, and I still have all the bamboo ones. I don't really use those. Those are more like backup if worse comes to worse and I can't get the stuff that I regularly use. And this stuff here is all the extra bamboo parts. I will need, looks like something for all the different glues that I have. Lots of Gorilla Glue and that. So, I don't know, small square container. Then I have like tools that I use a lot. So like my iFixit kit. I think I have a bunch of these small files. I think I'm gonna make a little container for these two. And here, just thrown in this drawer over here. Sorry if this camera angle sucks. Let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to get good coverage of like what I got going on my work surfaces here. So if it really sucks, let me know. If it's bearable, awesome. What else do we have here? I might as well just go through here because all this stuff I used to have organized in my old shop, but I just never organized when I moved into the new one. So I might as well just go through some of this. But yeah, so sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth here. But yeah, files, little mini file set. They work awesome. They work. Let's see, and then I got a bunch of side snips, which I should probably put these in my extra bin of all the extra things. This was like a 10-pack, so I just went and ordered a 10-pack. So I could probably put those away because I've got a ton of them. Let's see, these are really useful actually. So if you're using a lot of glue, they're little alcohol swab pads. But if you're using glue and you accidentally get it in a spot, if you don't want it and you messed up, I just pop open one of these, wipe it down, throw it out and call it good. So probably put these, not sure yet, but we're gonna need them. Maybe I'll put them with my glue. That probably makes sense, right? Bunch of box cutters. I guess my order sheets. Yeah, these were like my order sheets that I've been using. I haven't been using them now because I'm pretty much been printing the same couple things, so it's been pretty easy. But this was just to keep me organized. What it was I'm printing, because a lot of my the things that I print, they have multiple pieces that have to be put together. So I would organize it by which printer number, the color it was, and all that sort of stuff. I got a bunch. I bought like a 5-pack of these. That way I've got them all. One breaks or I get glue on the blade or something, I can chuck it, call it good. Why am I forgetting the name of this? I use this thing all the time. Calipers, there it is. Yeah, extra set of calipers. I don't like these. They're heavy, they're metal, and I just don't like the feel of them. I use these cheap, like, I don't know, $10 ones. They're all plastic. They're probably not as accurate, but If it's 0.001 not accurate, I'm not making NASA parts. I think it's fine for my application. I just don't like how heavy this thing is. Extra deburring blades, so actually I need to, that's probably another tool organizer just for that alone, along with scraper here. I've been looking for these. I've been wanting to make notes on stuff, and I knew I had these somewhere, and I just found them. So that's gonna be another thing that I need. Probably put it with my clipboard. Probably make some sort of organizer for my clipboard, and then actually the order sheets. So these usually all go together. It's been about 3 months since I've been at the old workshop, so I'm trying to remember how I had it all set up. Got plenty of markers, lots of Sharpies. I mean, I might as well make like something for pens, right? Pens, markers, Sharpies, that whole thing. Well, there's my tweezers I've been looking for. Batteries, saw blades, more Sharpies. Yeah, I just like collect all these freaking Allen wrenches. I don't know. So I think some of it's from IKEA. Probably most of it's from IKEA. All right, legends. I think we're gonna stop the video there. It's gonna get probably too lengthy, so I'm gonna split it up into two different videos. I guess this first part was just me getting ready, getting organized, kind of seeing the tools that I had, just kind of getting like it all in one physical location so I can kind of visualize, see what I've got to work with. And then so this next video that's gonna be coming out here probably next week will be me designing and me measuring and kind of like how I'm going about trying to make these organizers as custom as I can for my needs. So yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Like, subscribe, all that important stuff. And most of all, share.